In this video, everything you wanted to know about AMT V1, where to find it and what it's worth, what's inside of the box, what are the specs, is there anything interesting inside, what does it sound like. We'll go through all the settings, including built-in cabinet simulation. We'll turn it into a 3-channel preamp and check the effects loop. We'll try it with an overdrive pedal and with different cabinets. Finally, does it get any close to the sound of the amp it was inspired by? Well, it's all coming up right now. Hello everyone. Well, I know this video took me too long. I promised it to you about 7 months ago and, well, finally it's here. We're looking at AMT 1-channel guitar preamp inspired by Vox amps. This pedal was first introduced about 7 years ago, and it's still doing good. As it is with LA2 series, this one uses JFAT technology, its first generation to be exact. As for the price, if you're in the States, you can get it from amtelectronicsusa.com for $159.95. In the UK, it is about £115. In Europe in general, you can get it from amtsales.com for €135. It looks like a temporary discount though, because on Tamon it's still $153. For other countries, it's offered for $150 through the official AMT online store. 日本では3万円です。Let's start with unboxing. The funny thing is, it says Legend Amps V1 and then on the bottom, AMT F1 JFAT guitar preamp. Oops, just another AMT style typo. Let's open the box, and the good news are, the power supply is included. And with such strong output, it may be enough for the whole pedal board. There's also a warranty card and a manual in English, which we're not gonna read, who needs manuals anyway. The pedal has one output, and there's a switch to turn on the cabinet simulation. Channel send and channel return are here for connecting another preamp. On the right side we have input and effects loop. The pedal has some sort of power splitter, which means you can connect your power supply to it and use 2 power outputs for other pedals. Talking about general specs, V1 is not heavier than an average pedal. It also has a pretty standard size, which means it will easily fit onto any pedal board or into a guitar bag. As always, let's open the enclosure and take a look at what's inside. First of all, there's no place for a battery, which means you will have to use a power supply, so it is included for a reason. I wouldn't say there are many parts, some SMDs and a few traditional. I don't think it is really moddable, I wouldn't do that at least. There is one interesting for us thing though, a tiny switch on the backside of the board, which lets you choose between parallel and series modes for the effects loop. We'll check the difference later. And now let's check the sound. For this demonstration, V1 is connected to AMT Pangea cabinet simulator, and I'm using this magic isolated power supply to avoid unnecessary noise. So let's begin with checking different EQ settings real quick. And here's what you can do with gain. I'll just play some riffs with different settings to give you a better feeling about the sound. V1 is actually considered to be a clean or a low-gain preamp. I will use coil split on my bridge humbucker and some sort of crunchy sound for the next riff. Absolutely the same settings and softer picking give me transparent clean sound with some compression. Let's try a truly low gain situation. What if I play with the EQ a little bit? Now I will turn off the Pangea and activate the built-in cabinet simulator. And here's what it sounds like with gain set to 10.5 or 11. Whatever, just go. Let's go back to my regular CABSIM. I will turn off the built-in simulation. Let's talk about this foot switch. What does it do exactly? Right now, when no other preamp is connected to channel send and return, pressing the foot switch will disable the preamp and give me an active bypass. If I connect another preamp, the foot switch will let me choose between the clean channel, which is V1, and the lead channel, which is R2 in this case. The LED on V1 will turn red for the lead channel. If the purpose of master volume was not really obvious before, now it makes a perfect sense. Any LE2 series pedal also has a clean channel, and together these two make a 3-channel preamp. How cool is that? Let's check the effects loop. By default, it is in the series mode, which means the effect is connected after the preamp before the master volume. The sound completely goes through the effect pedal, and the balance between dry and processed signal must be set on the effect pedal. If I turn mix all the way to the right, there will only be processed signal, no dry signal at all. Let's switch the mode to parallel and check the difference. And before I forgot about it, just one more thing. The effects loop is pedal friendly, which means that if you have an old school or badly designed pedal like MXR Phase 90, which is clipping when connected after the preamp, it will work fine inside of this effects loop. In this mode, dry signal goes directly to the output, and processed signal is mixed together with it. So you would normally turn mix all the way clockwise and control the amount of the reverb by adjusting level on the effect pedal. If you had a real Vox amp, it would be a common thing to use some overdrive pedal with it. For example, like Brian May is using treble booster to get some extra gain. Let's check how V1 takes drive pedals. The sound of an amp can change dramatically depending on the cabinet connected to it. Now I will use AMT TrueCap Impulse Response Library to show you what V1 sounds like with different cabinets. Of course, this video will not be complete without comparing V1 to the amp it was inspired by. Thanks to my friends at Just Music, we have a reference for this experiment, and I will use the effects loop send to get the signal from its preamp section. The outputs of both V1 and AC30 are connected to the AB switch. At the same time, my guitar is connected to relay G70 and I'm using it as a splitter to send the signal to both amps at the same time. We have Vox AC30 on channel A, and AMT V1 on channel B. Let's switch to a single coil. Let's turn the gain down. As you can see, V1 has a bigger low end, so I had to turn it down to match the sound of AC30. Now I'm doing some magic tricks with pickups. I believe this must be inner coils of both pickups together in phase. Gain is on maximum, and I also turned on the booster on my guitar. Let's play with the EQ a little bit. Here's another magic pickup combination, probably something out of phase, tone down, something like that, I don't know. Well, time for a recap. V1 is a single-channel guitar preamp with cabinet simulation, a fixed loop, power splitter, and you can connect another preamp to it. It's a regular size and weight and can take flexible power. But there is something I have to mention. If you watched any of my videos on LA2 preamps, you know that it normally takes less than a minute to make LA2 preamp sound very close to the original. It's not the case with LA1. This time, it took me almost half an hour to find the right settings, and still they sound a little different. And there are at least two reasons for that: the older technology and the fact that there are many AC30 designs over the years. And V1 doesn't use a certain design as an inspiration, but is rather something average between all of them. Still, it has the right character. To its pros, I can only add that it's built like a tank. It surely gets some points for the included power supply. Talking about cons, it cannot run on a battery. And when I'm using CABSIM with my headphones, the sound only goes to the left channel, but that's just me being annoying, don't bother, it's a cool preamp. Thank you very much if you're still watching this. If you do, I would really appreciate if you just share this video, or subscribe if you still didn't. May you have any questions about this device, let me know in the comments below. Have fun playing music, that's it for now, I'll see you soon.